Hey Dad, I need some help.
What do you need help with?
I want to bash it like Kevin Talbot.
Oh, well,
What am I?
that's easy. Because all you need to do to bash it like Kevin Talbot, throw some money at it. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Hey Dad, I need some help.
What do you need help with?
I want to bash the RC car like RC car garage.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's easy. Duct tape, zippy ties, $5. That should do it. All right, welcome back. So today I'm on my Jato, my 10-year-old Jato. Been sitting around another year. It's time to get this thing fired up. I want to do a brake mod to give this thing better brakes per hybrid. He did a whole video on it showing how to improve the brakes on your Jato. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So this is an all stock RC. I do have to find, I put the cover somewhere to this and I can't remember where it is the last time I had it out, but I had a switch fail on this thing and I had to bypass it. So we're going to get out this pack, I think. Let me get some batteries into this controller. I think this is the right controller. This is the wrong controller, but the right controller, because I had a friend who had my Jato for a while and misplaced my controller. So I ended up changing out the receiver and I think binding it to this controller from what I remember. I can't be sure, but we're going to go ahead and find that out as well. This is my drag slash. I believe this is the one I bound this thing to. I don't think there's any power in this pack, so I'm gonna go ahead and charge up this pack real quick just so I have some power for this thing, and then we're gonna start on this brake mod. It's funny, I don't remember this having a brake issue. And I think I gotta find the air cleaner for this because I have the wrong air cleaner on this. But we're gonna look for a couple parts. I'll be right back. All right. So apparently I have the Futaba. See how the switch doesn't work because it's bypassed. Did this silly little air cleaner deal because I gotta clean this air filter, but we're gonna leave the air filter off for now. So there's the brake mod, and my brakes are actually pretty good from what I remember. See how it's locking up the brakes? And this is without the brake mod. See? It won't roll. Now it rolls. I honestly need to run this again because I don't think I was having any brake issues with this. And this is a pretty old Jato. Yeah, see? There's not really much movement there either. And I still can increase the brakes. Yeah. I don't think I have a brake issue with this at all. But basically it entails flipping this cam upside down and flipping this to the other side so it pulls over here. But honestly, and I still have a lot of slack in my brake adjustment. I'm definitely not having any kind of brake issue with mine. But we're going to go ahead and get this thing fired up. I'm going to go ahead and get another pack charged up. I'm going to go ahead and find this lid for this thing. And I'm going to go ahead and fire up the JATO today. Just to make sure that still runs. All the rubber on the axles have now deteriorated all the way around on the rear. So I'm hoping, I think the carb and everything is okay. Definitely love this. But I think I put a new fuel tank in this the last time I had it, because I had fuel slopping out of this. So I actually ended up replacing the fuel tank because the fuel tank was just getting too old. A lot of people said it was coming out of the cap here, which was possible. Because you could still buy it, I ended up buying a new tank. So I haven't tried cranking this thing or anything, you know, in forever. I don't even know if, so this one, so it does cranks over nice and easy. I did have some after run oil in here. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna charge up the RX pack. I mean, I could use this 7.4. The other one's a 6.0. The 7.4 definitely gives you a lot more power to your brake lever, more power to your stock servos. And yes, I'm still running the stock TRAXXAS servo. It's a 2018. And it seems to work fine. But I do have to find this lid, and I can't remember when I cleaned up. I put this lid someplace. I'm going to go ahead and try to find the lid for this, because I popped it off and forgot where I stuck it. But I'm going to find the lid. We're going to get the battery charged up. Then we're going to get in the garage and get it fired up. I'm going to go ahead and pop on this dirty air cleaner for now. This air cleaner needs to be cleaned. But that's the stock air cleaner for it. So I'm going to get all that stuff done, see if I can find a lid, and we'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get some fuel put into this. Now I use the Byron fuel in my JATO. This fuel, it is a little old, but we're going to go ahead and throw some fuel in it. Ooh, that was under pressure. Just need to throw a little bit of fuel in it. This fuel should still be okay. And I did find the lid for this, which is nice, so I'm not missing anything. So we're gonna get everything set up outside, and then we're gonna put in a battery. We're gonna get this thing fired up, and we're gonna continue to check these brakes. We'll be right back. All right, so we are outside. Got the battery all charged up. I even believe this is the stock battery, and I keep saying this JATO's like 10 years old. But I've been saying that for a couple of years now. I want to say this thing's probably closer to at this point, probably 12, 13 years old. I was just thinking about it, and I bought this thing secondhand, believe it or not. It was run once. A buddy of mine bought it, ran it in a parking lot. Came to work the next day. I was working on a show called, a TV series called Chuck. And he's like, hey, you want to buy this? I know you're into RCs. And I was like, yeah. And I think I gave him $400 for it. That was a long time ago. And I got everything with it. So, trying to figure out the story to my Jato. So, what do you guys think? Will this thing fire up? I'm just trying to open the throttle just a little bit. It hasn't fired up in years, so, well, at least I know a year. I think I fired it up last year. There's no fuel in it. That's over a year sitting. That's over a year sitting and fires right up. Man, you just can't kill this 3.3 motor setup. I was looking at this on and off switch. I did find one for the T-Max conversion. They sell a 3.3 conversion for this T-Max, and the wiring kit, which comes with basically when buying the hump pack, it's a $5 option, comes with the on and off switch and the wiring to the hump pack. I'm kind of curious if it's the same switch. Same switch that's on my Jato right here. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna look up and see if they have a wiring kit for this that I can buy. Maybe it's just $5. Right now, like I said, I have it bypassed, so I have to keep pulling off this cover to unplug it to turn it off, which makes it a pain in the butt when you're out running the thing, because once you get it plugged in and fired up and stuffing the wires in there and getting the cover back on it, really makes it a pain in the butt. So, man, that thing fired up like way too easy. Let's try it again. And that's running, like I said, 30% is what I run in this thing, which is kind of cool to see something this old fire up this quick. insane. The thing's sliding off. That truly is amazing. Already at 155 degrees. So it just goes to show you that the TRAXXAS product does last no matter how long it sits. I might have a vacuum leak or a seal going out because I do notice that the idle is kind of high, but I might just go ahead and order up a new carburetor for this thing, considering it's 12 years old. But it's been doing okay. Let me know down in the comments, what would you do? Replace out the carburetor? Or I don't think it's worth rebuilding them. I do know that they sell those Chinese carburetors that Hybrid was talking about. They're like 21, 22 bucks on eBay or something like that. But me, I'd probably go back with the TRAXXAS carburetor just because it's been on here so darn long. You can't be mad at the carburetor for having an air leak, if it even has one. Never pulled this thing apart. It's just always run. It's just always worked fine. Every time I go to fire up this Jato, I just seem to have no problems with it. But there you go. Let me know if I need to do the brake mod. The brakes seem to be working great. It's really weird that that holding the brakes, it's stopping with no issue, even though there's very little movement on that brake cam. It's holding just fine. I've only put one glow plug in this thing, or maybe two. I did buy another TRAXXAS glow plug a while ago, last time I was going to start it, and I did end up replacing out the tires because the tires were all cracked up. I want to say about 2 years ago I replaced them, and they're faring pretty well. They're not cracking, but this is the second set of tires for this thing, and that's my Jato, my 12-year-old Jato. So you just can't hate on it. And this is why I say I'm just a believer in the TRAXXAS Nitros, and that's what, you know, I always wanted to get a four-wheel drive Nitro because I've had this for so long. It's only two-wheel drive and it's only an on-road. And I really wanted to get an off-road four-wheel drive one, and that was the reason for me buying the T-Maxes. This is the 2.5, which was a mistake ordering it. I'm glad I have it, don't get me wrong, but I meant to order the one with the 3.3, which, calling my local hobby shop, I did order the 3.3. She just made a mistake in ordering this one, which was cool. She was going to let me exchange this and just exchange it for the other one, which she shipped over really quick. But I'm just not that type of guy. I paid for this one, paid for the other one, and she cut me a really good deal on the 3.3 T-Max. So I just kept them both. So for what I paid for both of them, I think you guys would be shocked. But glad to have both in my stables now. Now I actually own 3 Nitro. And I own 2 two-stroke 5th scales. So, am I a fuel guy? I did hear. I love reading the comments when people comment, especially on my last video. And by the way, Hybrid, I do have your little meme thing set up. I'm just waiting to edit it, so it's not going to be in this video. But one of the comments was, Nitro's too much of a pain in the butt to run. That's why I went over to electric. And here's the thing. Nitro's actually not that hard to run. Once you dial them in and tune them, it's just a matter of putting gas in it, running it out of fuel, take out the glow plug, put after run, throw it into the corner. You're good to go. You know, unplug your battery pack for the servos and just leave it and cover it back up. But with electric, if you follow electric the way electric is supposed to be run, you're going to be an hour charging your batteries to go run. So this, I just add fuel. Charge up this little pack was 15 minutes. And you don't even have to charge them up. You can run like the T-Max has. You just throw AA batteries into it. So throw some AA batteries, put some fuel in it, you're off and running. No thinking about it. So where if I want to run one of the electrics I have up here on the wall, if I decide now at 5 o'clock I want to go run, I don't have enough time. I got to spend an hour charging up my batteries because my batteries are all on storage charge. After I'm done running, I got to come back to the house, got to go ahead and blow it out, got to take the battery, unplug it, then I have to go put that battery back onto my charger. Hopefully I didn't break the RC and the battery pack's still not full. Hopefully the battery pack is pretty low or dead. Then I got to bring it up to a storage charge. Bring it up to a charge that's safe. Which usually takes, if there's too much charge in it, could take up to an hour and a half. If there's not enough charge in it, could take up to a half hour, 40 minutes to bring it up to storage charge so that I could safely put it into a bomb-proof box, which, by the way, are right there. I use ammo boxes, but you got to then put it into your box, seal that up, and keep it in a cool, dry place. Garage in California is not a good place for those. If you notice, the lids are open on my boxes right now and the batteries are out of it, and there's a reason for that. Because we're over 100-degree temperatures right now, my garage temp's 80-90 degrees. It's not good for LiPo batteries. They become very unstable at those temperatures. So you got to think about it. Is electric truly that easy? If you do what you're supposed to do with electric, I'm telling you guys, it's not that easy. But I understand how most guys run it. Charge up your battery on a quick charge, 15-minute charge. You don't balance charge it. You just do a quick little charge, throw the battery into it. You go run it while that battery's hot because you just finished overcharging some cells and undercharging other cells. 15-minute charge on that, maybe 20. You go run it. Battery pack's hot. You come home, you unplug it, you throw that RC on the ground, and you go sit down and finish the rest of your night, whether it's eating dinner or doing whatever you have to do. And that's where people think that electric is easier. But if you continue to do that, that LiPo is going to burn out. It's going to be $150 to $100 LiPo done. You're going to constantly be buying batteries. Where on nitro, you just don't have that. Look at my fuel. My fuel, that fuel bottle is 5 years old. My Byron fuel for this. Still fires up the JATO fine. But let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts? Is nitro that hard to run? Is electric easier? I'd like to hear. Comment below. But there we go. That's going to end the video for today. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next video. My plan is to get them all out to the park. Get all 3 of them out. Let's go running some nitro. Thanks for watching.